Hi, for my brownie fudge, I'm using 2 bars of dark chocolate, cocoa powder, that's 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened. I have 1 tablespoon espresso powder to actually increase the taste of your chocolate, make it more intense, 2 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons pure vanilla extract. I have 2 cups granulated sugar. A little later, that was my flour, 1 cup of all-purpose flour, my 1/2 cup dark brown sugar. I don't have the dark one, but the darker one would be better to make it darker for the brownie fudge. And then of course you have 1 1/2 cup of unsalted butter. Then you have to melt that by double boiling it. But first of all, you have to butter your pan and line it with parchment paper, and butter the parchment paper also, so the bottom of your brownie fudge will not stick. There you are. Dark brown chocolate, cut it into small pieces and place it in a heat-resistant container. So when your butter is melted, before you add it, you add your espresso powder to the chocolate bar. Add your cocoa powder, like about 2 tablespoons or 1/4 cup of cocoa powder into that mixture. It will make the taste really chocolatey. It's really amazing, especially on a rainy day like today. And then you take your melted butter and pour it into the dark chocolate, so the dark chocolate will melt. You just mix it and mix it until it's all melted. It'll be good. It takes time. If it doesn't melt much, then you put your bowl and double boil it on a steamer until all the chocolate bar is melted and all mixed well, and you set it aside, for about 2-3 minutes while you're mixing all the other ingredients. As you can see, it's all melted already and mixed. What I did actually, I had to put it on a steamer to make it melt some more, because it wasn't really melting well. So it has to be totally melted. In another bowl, you prepare your sugar, 2 cups of granulated sugar. You add your 1/2 cup of dark brown sugar. Salt, your vanilla extract, and then you have 6 eggs. You add 1 egg at a time, and you have to use a mixer. Don't just mix it with a spoon or a spatula or a whisker. You have to use a mixer. Start on low, on the speed low, to actually mix it well, and you're like incorporating air into the mixture, which actually makes it soft and airy. It'll be great. There you go. Your eggs they have to be room temperature. I'm using organic eggs. There you go. Oh, I'm sorry, my hand. I didn't know my hand was on the camera here, blocking the view. There you go. So yeah, you mix it one egg at a time, slowly at low speed. Once all your eggs are in the mixture, you can actually increase the speed of your mixer. Make sure all they're mixed well. And eventually you increase the speed of your mixer and make it like really thick and fluffy. The consistency should be like that. It's actually not really hard to make. It's really easy. It takes only a few minutes to finish. And it's not that hard. And the outcome is amazing. And if you want to add nuts like walnut, roasted walnuts, you buy some raw walnut and you run like a food processor and roast it. And you can add in your mixture on the final step. You're on the high speed on mixer here. You have to mix it really well, incorporate more air, make the batter thicker. I was actually doing this on a rainy day. It was just amazing. I could really smell, even if it's not even in the oven yet, I could smell the chocolate. The mixture is just exciting to make. I know that the outcome is going to be amazing. That's why I'm excited to do this. I remember growing up, my mom baked a lot because that was her business to help my dad. It was amazing. She did over 40 years of baking. That was her just business, and she taught us the basics of cooking and baking, and I've learned from her. She doesn't bake much anymore, only for families and like a few friends, but she doesn't sell anything anymore. But most of the things that I've learned from my mom, especially the basics of cooking and baking. If you got a great mom that bakes and cooks, you'll be fine, I guess. I cook a lot, and I bake once in a while. There you go. This is the right consistency of your batter. So that's you stop there. And what's going to happen next is your melted chocolate. You're going to pour it in the batter, and then you're going to start the mixer again to mix the chocolate and the sugar mixture and egg mixture well. Continue mixing. You can use it high speed, no problem. Just make sure it's all mixed well. Just looking at the batter, I actually wanted to taste it already. Yeah, actually I did taste it, and it's actually amazing. It tasted amazing. I knew it's gonna come out pretty good. I remember on Christmas time, my mom bakes a lot, like almost every day from like nighttime to like early morning, and our house just smells like really good, like fruit cakes and chocolatey cakes, chocolate cakes, Black Forest and everything. Our house smells amazing during Christmas time because of my mom's baking. I'm just glad that my mom taught me and my siblings how to do these things, and from that I learned my own, and tested some recipes here and there. And I know just by reading a recipe that it's going to be amazing just looking at the ingredients and the measurement, because my mom taught us since we were kids. There, as you can see here, it looks so good already. It's not even done yet. So on this step, you have to sift the all-purpose flour. You actually use 1 cup of all-purpose flour and the remaining 1/2 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder. You sift it into this batter. You do not use the mixer anymore on this part. You just fold the flour and the batter together, and also the remaining cocoa powder. You have to sift it. I already sifted this, that's why you don't see me sifting it into the batter. So you fold it in. The reason why you don't use the mixer here anymore, because you already incorporated that air into the batter. You don't want that air you don't want to break the batter. Remove all that air that you already incorporated in the batter using the mixer. Now you just have to fold it in carefully. The all-purpose flour and the remaining cocoa powder. You have to fold it in until all is mixed. I have to tell you, even if it's not even baked yet, I actually tasted the batter. It's amazing. I knew already it's gonna be great. And probably my neighbors also smell the baking. When I actually put it in the oven, it was just so good. The smell. You have to do this really carefully. You don't hurry up when you do this, otherwise the texture won't be great. But if you do it really carefully, it will be amazing. Yep, that's it. Looks perfect. And now you pour it into your pan. Make sure it's even. You spread it out. You can use a spatula. Don't waste anything on the bowl. Just put it all in. It'll be grand. And when I was making this, I can't even wait. I was just like there, just, like looking at the timer. So so you don't have to like wait for long while you're doing this. You just wash your dishes, and the next thing you know, you're already done. It's amazing. There you go. So you'll bake it in the oven for 350 degrees, at 350 degrees for a total of 45 minutes. But at 20 minutes, you take out the pan. After 20 minutes, you take out the pan and you whack it, you tap it like really hard, drop the pan on the table. Actually, that's the one that forms the fudge. The mixture, the batter actually drops a little bit, removes the air out. So it becomes thicker when it's cooled down. That's what you do. And sometimes it actually causes that crack on top of the brownie, which is actually really good. So after doing that, you have to put it back in the oven, still at 350 degrees for another 25 minutes, for 25 more minutes. And during this time, you just smell it. It smelled so good. It was so great. You just can't wait. Just like, well, you don't have to stare at the oven. It's gonna be long if you stared at the oven. Just watch TV, do something, be productive, I guess. After 25 more minutes, for a total of 45 minutes, there it is. That's your brownie. Let it cool down for 10 minutes. Slice it and enjoy.